Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Vihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai. Nityalala Vishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shri Guru Dev ki jai. Nityalala Vishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj ki jai. Nityalala Vishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalala Vishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj ki jai. Nityalala Vishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalala Vishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gorksharas Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nityalala Vishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nityalala Vishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadasa Gunath Shard Gosai Prabhu ki jai. Shri Surup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shikor Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namachar Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Bhadata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Amuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Mahārāṇī Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev jai. Jai Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Jai Shri Kartikī Vrat ki jai. Niyam Seva ki jai. Urja Vrat ki jai. Urjeshwari Raseshwari Shri Vishvananandini Śrīmatī Radha Thakurani ki jai. Jai Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. That's interesting. Nobody's here. Wait, let me check on YouTube and Facebook. Usually there's a bunch of people by now. That's no. Okay, sorry. I was just putting a message in our WhatsApp group. Well, there's nobody here, so who am I saying sorry to? I'm saying sorry to all the people who are watching later on. Yeah, there's literally 0 people on YouTube, Facebook, or Zoom. Ah, there's somebody. Dandavat pranams, Chatamai Mataji. Haribol. All right, so we are going to we're continuing on with our daily Kartik program. We're singing 3 stotrams every day. We'll go through the Sva-niyama Dvādaśkam by Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and then Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami's Sva-niyama Daśakam and Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam. Once we finish that, I was on the train yesterday coming from Vrindavan. I arrived late last night, and so I wasn't able to do anything for Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrī Gosvāmī. So I thought maybe at the end we can just read a small thing. Yeah, I want to end kind of soon actually because I have to see somebody before 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock now. But yeah, so we'll do that. Well, let me share my screen. Let's begin. Let's see if anybody joined on YouTube or Facebook yet. Oh, there's one devotee there. Haribol, Dandavat pranams. You write a comment, I'll see who you are. Okay. So I don't have a mridanga. So yeah, we'll just sing it. Yeah. Okay. And tomorrow we'll continue with going through verses of Sva-niyama Daśakam, and I'll try to explain it. And then, yeah, today will be Śrīla Śrīla Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Hare Krishna, Janardhan Paul. Guru Shri Gaurange Tarudita Subhakti Prakarane Tachi Sunordila Vikasita Sutirthe Nijamano Hare Name Preshte Harititi Shurupa Nugajane Shuka Prokte Shastre Pratijani Mamastam Khalu. And this is, I forgot to mention before we started, this is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sva-niyama Dvādaśkam. Sada vrindaranye madhura rasadhanye rasamaya param shaktin radha paramarasamurtin ramayati Sachaivayam Krishna Nija Bhajana Mudram Upadishan Shachi Sunur Gode Pratijani Mamastam Prabhuvaram Navairagyam Grahyam Bhavati Nahiyar Bhakti Janitam Tatha Jnanam Bhanam Chittiya Divishesham Namanute Spriha me nashtange Hari Bhajana Saukhyam Nahiyatas Tato Radha Krishna Prachura Paricharya Bhavatu me Utire Pikshudre Vraja Bhajana Yoge Tarutale Shachi Sunospirte Bhavatu Nitaram me nivasati Nachanyatra kshetre Vibhuda gana sevye pulakito Vasami prasade Vipula dhanarajan vita iha Navarne saktir me Na khalu mamataya shrama vido Na dharme na dharme Mama ratiri haste kvachirapi Param tad tad dharme Mama jara sharire dhritamidam Aso dharman sarvan Subhajana sahayan abhilashe Sudainyam saralyam Sakala sahanam manadadanam Tayam svikritya shri Haricharana seva mamatapa Sadacharo saume Prabhu pararya samudita Prabhushchaitanyasya kshaya charita piyusha kritishu Navaikunthe raje Nacha vishaya karye mamarati Na nirvane mokshe Mama matiri haste kshanamapi Prajanandadanyar Dhari vilasitam pavanamapi Kathanchin mam radhan Vaya virahitam no sukhayati Name patni kanya Tanaya janani bandhu nichaya Aro bhakte bhakto Nakhalu yadite sham sumamata Abhaktanam anna Grahanam api dosho vishahinam कथं तेषां संगार धरि भजन सिद्धिर्भवति मे असत्तर्कारन्धान् जड़ सुख परान् कृष्ण विमुखान् कुनिर्वाणासक्तान् सततमति दूरे परिहरन् अराधं गोविन्दं भजति नितरं तं हि कथया तदभ्यासे किन्तु क्षणमपि न यामि व्रतमिदम् प्रसादानक्षीराशनवसनपात्रादिविरहम् पदार्थनिर्वाह्य व्यवहृतिमसङ्गकुविषये वसन् ईशा क्षेत्रे युगलभजनानन्दितमनस् तनुं मोक्षे काले युगपरपराणां पदतले शचीसूनो ग्रहणचतुरो यो व्रजवने पराराध्यं राधां भजति नितरां कृष्णरसिकम् अहं प्रेतत्पदामृतमनुदिनं नैष्टिकमना वहेयं वै पीत्वा शिरसि च मुदा सन्नतियुता हरेर्दास्यं धर्मो मम तु चिरकालं प्रकृतितो महामाया योगान् अभिनिपतिता दुःखजलदौ इतो यास्यां यूर्ध्वां स्वनियमसुरत्या प्रतिदिनं सहायो मे मात्रां विततदलनी वैष्णवकृपा कृतं केनाप्येतत् स्वभजनविदौ स्वां नियमकम् पठेद्यो विश्रदा प्रिययुगलरूपेऽर्पितमना व्रजे राधा कृष्णो भजति किल सम्प्राप्य निलयम् समञ्जर्याः पश्चात् विविधवरिवास्यां सकुरुते. Oh, and Hare Krishna Yugal Kishore Kishori Didi. This, I don't have a mridanga with me right now. I was in such a rush. I brought the mic stands, but I forgot the mic. But hopefully the sound is okay. I have a MacBook Pro, so I think the speakers are okay. But this is how you sing it when you don't have a mridanga. This is like how you normally say the verse. I still sing it in the right meter when I play the mridanga, but it's a little bit different. Like when I play the mridanga, I do it like na 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 na. And how I'm doing it right now, you couldn't play mridanga to that. This is just how you recite it without any instruments, and it's na 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 na. It's a little bit slightly different. Okay, great. This sounds okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks, Chaturmani Mataji. Let me just check back over. Go 1 second. Okay, there are a few devotees now on YouTube and Facebook. I'm guessing Indira Mataji is there, and I don't know who else there is, but Dhanavat Mas. Okay, so now we're going to go over the Sva-niyama Daśakam by Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami. Yeah, let's start. Oh, and there's another devotee. Hari Bol. Okay. Jai Śrīla Raghunath Das Goswami Pad Ki Jai. Guru mantre namni Prabhu Varasachi Garbha Japade Sarupe Shri Rupe कनयुजित दिया प्रथमजे हिरीन्द्रे गान्धर्व सरसि मधुपुर्यां व्रजवने व्रजे भक्ते गोष्ठालयिषु परमास्तां मम रति न चान्यत्र क्षेत्रे हरितनुसनातेऽपि सुजनान् रसास्वादं प्रेम्णा तददपि वसामि क्षणमपि समं त्वेतत्क्राम्या बलिभिरभितन्वन् अपि कथं पितास्ये संवासं व्रजभुवन एव प्रतिभवम् सदा राधा कृष्णोच्छलरतुलखेला स्थलयुगम् व्रजं सन्त्यजैतार् युगविरहितोऽपि त्रुटिमपि पुनर्द्वारावत्यां यदुपतिमपि प्रौढविभवै स्फुरन्तं तद्वाचापि च न हि चलामि क्षितुमपि कतोन्मादाय राधा स्फुरति हरिणा श्लिष्टहृदया स्फुटं द्वारावत्याम् इति यदि शृणोमि श्रुतितटे तदाहं तत्रैवोद्धतमतिपतामि व्रजपुरात् समुदीया स्वान्ताधिकगतिखगेन्द्रादपि जवात् अनाधिसाधिर्वा पटुरपि मृत्युवा प्रतिपदम् प्रमीलत्कारुण्या प्रगुणकरुणाहीन इति वा महावैकुण्ठेशाधिक इह नरो वा व्रजपते अयं सूनुर्गोष्ठे प्रतिजानीमस्तां प्रभुपदाम् अनादृत्योद्गीताम् अपि मुनिगणैर्वैनिकमुखै प्रवीणं गान्धर्वान् अपि च निगमैस्तत्प्रियतमम् य एकं गोविन्दं भजति कपटिदाम्भिकतया तरभ्यार्णे शीर्णे क्षणमपि नयामि व्रतमिदम् अजान्ते राधेति स्फुरदभिधया सिक्तजनन्या नया साकं कृष्ण भजति य इह प्रेमनमिता परं प्रक्षाल्य तच्चरणकमले तज्जन जलमहो मुदा पीत्वा शाश्वत् चिरसि च वहामि प्रतिदिनम् परित्यक्तप्रेयो जनसमुदायार्पादमसुधीर् दुरन्धो निरन्ध्रं कदनभरवार्थो निपतितम् तृणां दन्तार्दृष्ट्वा चटुभिरभियाच्येद्य कृपया स्वयं श्रीगन्धर्वा स्वपदनलिनान्तं नयतु माम् व्रजोत्पन्नक्षीराशनवसनपात्रादिभिरहं पदार्थार्निर्वाह्य व्यवहृते मदम्बं सनियमा वसामि शकुण्डे गिरिकुलवरे चैव समये मरिष्येतु प्रेष्ठे सरसि खलु जीवादिपुरुतम् स्फुरल्लक्ष्मी लक्ष्मी व्रजविजयी लक्ष्मी भरलसल् वपुषी गन्धर्वा स्मरनिकरदेव्यार्गिरिवृतो विदास्ये कुञ्जादौ विविधवरिवस्या सरभसं रहस्यरूपाख्या प्रियतमजनस्यैव चरमा Kritam kenapyetan nija niyama shansi stavamimam pathed yo vishraddha priya yugala ruper pitamana Kridam goshte hrishto vasati vasatin prapya samaye mudaradha krishna bhajati sahitena eva sahita. Jai Śrīla Raghunatha Gosvāmī Kartikī Jai. Now we're going through his Govardhana-vāsa-prārthanā-daśakam. You want to try doing it since we're doing different different melodies now. Let's sing a different melody for this. Okay. This melody I heard on I grew up listening to this melody actually on an album by Tapati Madhavi and Kalimba, Kanaka Manjari Didi. Nijapati Bhuja Danda Chatra Bhavam Prapada Pratihata Madadrishto Danda Devendra Garva Atula Pratula Shaila Shreni Bhupa Priyame Janikatani Vasa Dehi Govardhanatam Ramadhamadana Lila Kandare Kandare Te Rachayati Navayono Kandamasmi Namandam Itikila Kalanartam Lagna Kasta Dvayorme Janikatani Vasam Ehi Govardhanatam Anupama Manivedi Ratna Singhasanorvi Ruhajara Darasanu Droni Sange Shurangai Sahabala Sati Disa Elayan Swapriyame Janipatani Vasa Rehi Govardhanatam Sanidina Vayuno Chakshinindana Kele Duti Parimala Vedam Shama Vedem Prakasha Rasika Varapunanam Modamasvalayane Janikatani Vasam Dehi Govardhanatam Haridaitam Apurvam Radhika Pundamatma Priya Sakamiha Kante Narmana Linga Gupta Navayuva Yuga Kelas Tatra Pashan Rahome Janikatani Vasam Dehi Govardhanatam Stala Jala Tala Shashpai Guru Hachaya Yacha Pratiparamanupālam Anta Samvardayanga Trijagati Nijagotram Sarthakankya Payane Janikatani Vasam Ehi Govardhanatam Surapati Krita Dirgam Rohato Goshtaraksham Pavanava Griha Rupa Syantare Kurvataiva Agavakari Punochar Dattamana Drutame Janikatani Vasam Dehi Govardhanatam Nripaharitasam Shrinivaryeti Namamritamidam Shri Radhika Chandra Prajanavati Lapatre Klipta Vedai Sputame Janikatani Vasa Dehi Govardhanatam Nijajana Yuttaradha Krishna Maitri Rasakta Prajanara Pashu Pakshi Bhakta Sokhaika Data Aganita Karunatan Mamuri Krita Tantam Janikatani Vasam Dehi Govardhanatam Nirupari karunena Śrī Sachinandanena Vaikapati Shatopi Tatpriyena Arpitosmi Iti Khalu Mama Yogya Tam Agrenan Janikatani Vasa Dehi Govardhana-tam Rasa Daśakamasya Śrīla Govardhanasya Śrīdhara Kula Bhartur Yapayatna Dadite Sasapari Sukadesmin Vasamasa Daśakshat Vadayugala Seva Ratnamapnoti Turnam Janikatani Vasam Tehi Govardhana-tam Nijanikatani Vasam Tehi Govardhana-tam Nijanikatani Vasam Tehi Govardhana-tam Nijanikatani Vasam Tehi Govardhana-tam Jaya Giriraja Jaya Govardhana Giriraja Jaya Govardhana Radha Kunda Jaya Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Jaya Shama Kunda Hare Krishna Jai Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Shri Raghunath Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. All right, Dandavat pranams everybody. So I'm going to keep this really short. The honest reason why I want to keep this really short is because a friend of mine just invited me for pancakes, and and they're leaving at 8 o'clock, which is in half an hour from now. And so I don't want to be too late. But yesterday I was on the train, so we didn't get to do anything for Srila Bhakti Rakṣaka Goswami Maharaj. So I'm just going to read something. What should we read? Actually, let's see. I'm just opening up Rays of the Harmonist articles. Where are they? Rays of the Harmonist. What's a short one? Okay. Now that one's long. Okay. I know what we can do. There's in one of these early Rays of the Harmonist, there's an article by Śrīla Goswami Maharaj called Kartikī. Kartikī Śrīmatī Radhika, I think it's called. I don't remember which one it's in though. Mathura. Actually, wait, I know where I could find it. So on Notion, I'm not sure if you know Notion, it's a note-taking platform. But on Notion, I made a I made an index thing. So you can just see every Rays of the Harmonist article by author, and also by topic and by issue and like that. Kartikī Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī, that's the one I want to read. So that is number 2, volume 1.2. Okay. What's this one? Okay, I had it on the right one. Cool. Okay. Let's find this. Okay. Let's see where it is. I think this is a short one, and this would be nice to read because, well, it's Kartik. So there it is. Let's see how long it is. Oh, it's not so short like I thought it was. Okay, we're not going to read this whole thing. But we'll just read for, let's say, we'll stop at, what time is it now? We'll stop at like 7:45. We'll read for 15 minutes. I did a program on the train with the devotee I was traveling with Śrī, but wow, that's really low resolution. Anyhow, hopefully you can read that. Hopefully I can read it. So this is Kartikī Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī by Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrīdhara Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Let me take it off this full screen mode. And let's say view, enable scrolling. Okay. So this Kartik Mas is also known as Niyam Seva Mas. We try to follow some fixed program to enhance our devotion. Slothfulness may not be encouraged. So we have to fix a particular program of devotional attempts, like reading some shastra, doing some kirtan, or some particular devotional activity, which we think useful for advancement towards our goal. Niyam means to regulate our life to a particular chart of service. That's, I must do these things anyhow. And mainly leading to Ashtakaliya Lila Seva, the 24 hours serving attendance towards the Lord. Every point of time may be utilized for my highest benefit. Generally, that should be the tenor of our tendency, especially this month. And Krishna will like that very much. In connection with Rādhārāṇī, if we do, it will be very much favored by Krishna himself, because it is in connection with his highest beloved, Hare Krishna. In his last years, our Guru Maharaj used to pass this month sometimes in Vrindavan and sometimes in Puri with a special group of devotees. In his last year, he observed this month in Puri. We were with him. Previously, he was in Vrindavan, and from Puri, he came back, and that year he disappeared in the month of Magh, 1 month after or so. We passed this last month in Puri with him. 1936, January 1st, 1937, he disappeared. Puri was his birthplace. His young years were passed there. Bhakti Vinod Thakur was superintendent in charge of the Jagannath temple at that time. Gaur Hari. The occurrence of the lunar eclipse comes to remind us about the birth time of Mahaprabhu's Mahaprabhu observance. The lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse reminds us about Kurukshetra. After long separation, the devotees could meet Krishna in Kurukshetra. Some special function observed, holy function during this eclipse. In Kurukshetra, we heard from Guru Maharaj that during the time of the eclipse, there is possibility of a clash amongst the planets. So it has been arranged. If the general danger comes, we should prepare ourselves in such a way that the next birth may be determined, and we can begin in a fair field. During eclipse, there's also some evil influence. Rahu is the chaya, the shadow, that has been named as Rahu Graha, as if another planet. Everything is seen from conscious standpoint. Though we are having experience of matter, we don't know what it is actually. So that is experience. That is experience of our minds, a part of consciousness. Whatever we feel about other things, that is a part of our consciousness only. So consciousness means person. Everything is seen from the standpoint of personality in the highest realm, whether cloud, tree, mountain, or stone. And that is not ignorance, but rather the highest type of civilized conception in the spiritual way. Yatha nabhasi megho go renorva. I can't read that. It's too blurry. No, I can't read it. parthivo nile. Evam drashtari drishyatvam aropitam. I can't read that. But no. Abudhibi, I think it is. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam 133. In Bhagavatam, high thoughts. Just as we find cloud in the sky and dust in the air, we can't see the sky or air, but by the location of the cloud and dust, we come to experience the existence of sky and air. Through the dust and through the dust and through the cloud, we get some experience of sky and air. So Bhagavatam says the ignorant people ascribe sight in the ignorant people ascribe sight in the unseeable, and not only unseeable, but seer. Who is really a seer? The ignorant are ascribing sight there. Really, they are all seer, knower, subjective, and ignorant people. Really, they are all seer, knower. Subjective and ignorant people are ascribing object there. It is difficult to conceive. Just as we are told, if we stand before the deity, we should not indulge in seeing with our eye or our other experience to feel the deity. When we think them to be the object of our senses, we ourselves are deceived. But we want to be trained to find the seer in the seen. Drashtari drishyatvam, to see its subjective existence. The deity is subjective existence. I am rather object to his sight. All seer, all fearer, all seer, all feeler, all knower, nothing unknown. Bhagavat says that it is the proper view. Then you are in a position to view the reality. You have to come in touch with reality, all super subjective. Then you will come to live in the Dham. That is Dham, divine area, where one can feel the whole environment superior to him, of subjective existence. Subjective existence, all objects of reverence, and not to serve me, not for my enjoyment. Everything is to be approached with veneration and regard. We are their servants. The Lord, with his whole kingdom, is a venerable thing, super subjective. Then we come into contact with Vaikuntha, the higher entity. Objective entity, all Maya, all Bhog. What we see as the object of our enjoyment is all illusion and concoction, Maya, what is not really. But everything should be revered, worshipped, and treated with respect. Then we are in Vaikuntha, in Vrindavan. It is mentioned there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Vaikunter Parthavyadi Shakala Chinmay. Prithvivyadi Shakala Chinmay. That's CC Adi 553. Everything is made of spiritual stuff and superior to me. Below there is Maya, and above there is Yoga Maya, the land of the Lord. So we want to get out of this entanglement, separate interest. What is superior? We imagine that to be our inferior. What is superior? We imagine that to be our inferior, and we want to use for our own purpose and enjoyment. The world of enjoyment is a concocted one, but really, we should learn to see them. We should learn to see that everything should be treated with reverence, with a serving attitude. Everything. Then we can come in contact with Dham, the land of the Lord, where every particle is to be worshipped by us, everything holding superior position. What is really the supernatural? What is really the supernatural? We are drawing that to become quite natural here in a sense experience. No, just try. Vidyate hridaya grantis, chidyante sarva samshaya, kshiyante chasya karmani, Mai drishte khilatmani. That's Srimad Bhagavatam 11, 20, 30. When the ego of separate existence is dissolved totally from enjoyment, I am to enjoy, I am to utilize whatever I find around to satisfy my senses. This angle of vision, this Maya, this ego, the center of such experience should be totally abolished, dissolved, and all doubts will be cleared when I shall find myself in that plane. I shall find myself free from the clutches of separate interests. Then all suspicion and doubt will be cleared. I shall feel as if by the soul experience, that is, the experience of the inner senses which we possess, then all our attempts and energizing will have no need. They'll stop. No special endeavor will be attempted for my purpose, because no separate existence. I will find I am a particle in the infinite, and what is feeding the infinite, that will feed me also. A general interest I shall find everywhere. I am not separate, so no necessity of energizing for my special interest. I shall be able to see the divine arrangement for everyone, including every grain of sand. I shall see I am one in the whole, and the main current is doing everything. So no karma, no action necessary for me. Then it will become very clear. I've got my duty in that universal flow, and I am one of them. I am a particle there. Automatically, I'm handled by the universal force in such a way. And that is Yogamaya, not Mahamaya. Not actuated by separate interests, but actuated and influenced by the general interest of the whole. I have got my moment, and that is service, not enjoyment. What is necessary is the dissolution of the separate interest activity. Then to emerge into that all venerable, all respectful world. No connection with the lower thing. I am the servant of the servant of the servant. I am rather the lowest. All are higher. I shall come into contact with all higher substance, and the lower substance of concoction will vanish for all time. So it is Satchid Anandam. Sat means eternal existence, and Chit, they are all conscious, all soul, all subjective, and Ananda. There we find no anxiety. The general flow is irresistible and automatic, so no possibility of any suffering or pain or anything else. That is a spontaneous flow of blissfulness, and we shall come to live in that scene. Rather kept by Yogamaya, another higher, superior, and affectionate power. She will capture us and utilize us in the service of some mysterious Lord Krishna. Yogamaya comes and influences us, and by the magic touch of that affectionate hand, we are taken into the land of our dream. Śrīla Gosvāmī was just writing, it's so beautiful, huh? Yogamaya comes and influences us, and by the magic touch of that affectionate hand, we are taken into a land of our dream, where we self-forgetfully engage ourselves. Jnana Shunya Bhakti, all affection. We are under the affectionate guardian's hands. We do not know anything, but we are handled by our affectionate guardians in such a way that we live in the land of mystery, dream. We think that we are holding a very lower position, but in the Tatastha Vichar, the impartial judgment, they say that this sort of life, playing under the affectionate hand of the guardian, and with some innate faith and consciousness to work according to their direction, that is the happiest position of one jiva soul. Jnana Shunya Bhakti. Jnana Shunya means devoid of any jnana. No calculation, no self-interest, but so given to the central cause that, as if in a dream, automatically they are like a machine working, and they are the happiest part. They are manipulated and handled by faith, by affection, by goodness, by love, by mercy. No necessity of any individual selfish calculation. The very soil is thinking of our interests. The very soil is thinking of our interests. Everyone, at the cost of their own self-interest, they are seeking the interests of the others. So the interest is opulent there. No dearth of any anandam, rasam, or what we are searching after. No dearth of that there. Profusely everything. Profusely everything. The affection, the sympathy, the mercy, the love overflowing there in the land of opulence. Anyhow, throw yourself in that plain. They will take care of you. The soil will take care of you. The soil is so high, so elevated, so good. Bhumish chintamani vriksha kalpataru gamanam natyam katha ganam. Sweet, 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 sweet. Everything is sweet in the land of sweetness. And it is in Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and somewhere scattered in other Puranas. And Mahaprabhu, Radha Govinda, both combined, came to distribute. They came to distribute what is necessary. We should get relief from the hands of so many servants of us, those that are subservient to us. We are accustomed to have our servants. Everything will serve me and come to please me. Our nature is such now in the Baddha Jiva, in the conditioned soul. But we must get out of that and not only be indifferent to them, but we shall have some positive engagement of service. All higher around me, every particle is of higher, superior substance. That is what is necessary. Chid Vilas. On the whole, our progress means we shall come in contact with honorable position in all respects, and no contact with any lower substance than ourselves. We are meanest of the mean, lowest of the low. We are encouraged to accept the mentality of a servant, servant of the servant of the servant, and it is not hyperbolic, but it is reality. We have to understand how this is wholesome and helpful, and how this is real life and service. All good around. I am bad. So necessarily I shall invite always some improvement in me by the association of the higher. Then every second I can imbibe something. Turning away from the ideal of things of limitation, we are jumping into the ocean. From the tangible position, finite, jumping towards the infinite. He will see me, not the apparently stable things. Not the apparently stable things can give me shelter. I'm willingly leaving the company of the tangible association and casting me toward the infinite, jumping into the ocean. It is not an easy matter. Neglecting the tangible thing on which we are standing, that is matter, material and within our control, tangible somewhat, but flickering. Apparently, for the present, it is tangible, where we take our stands. But because it is transient, we need to disassociate with it and cast ourselves towards the infinite. Infinite management, a very courageous step we are going to take. Throwing ourselves into the whim of the infinite, from tangible to the infinite. A very courageous step we are going to take. How the infinite will deal with us, whether totally ignored, or he will adore me or make any negligent arrangement for me. No surety. Ashlishta va pararatang pinashtumam. By the wave of the infinite power, I may be lost nowhere. Padaratang pinashtumam adarshanam marma hatam korotuvam. I may not even have any chance of coming into contact with him. Yatha tatha va vidadatulam poto. He's whimsical in my understanding. He's adoring one and ignoring me. No explanation can be called for. But I have no other alternative than to surrender to his whimsical activity. This attitude. To cast oneself into the infinite whim that is very, very uncertain, and the extreme courageous act, and we are going to do it willingly. What will be our fates? We do not know. Still we want that from provincial government, our service will be promoted to the central government. That promotion we want in connection with the superior power. It seems to be a risk, but still it is substantial. We have come to the right place for shelter. We are being connected with the real plane, not sham. That will be our consolation. And the favor of so many superficial agents, that is flickering, no stability. I may be ignored by the central power, but any moment, if I can draw their notice, my position will be very safe and high. So I'm taking risk for my greatest prospect in life, though it may not be easily got. Risky life. Sarva dharman parityaja. Otherwise, to stick to your own present position and progress in a slow way, that is also recommended. Swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. Don't be too much ambitious. Keep your position firm and try to advance slowly. That is ordinary recommendation. But those who have got courage, for them, sarva dharman parityaja. Give up everything and try to come to me. I am there and I shall serve you. I shall save you. Sorry, that was totally opposite. I am there and I shall save you. From his side, this kind of consolation. I am not blind. I can see anything and everything. If you really come to my shelter, I am ready. I shall embrace you. From his side, the statement is such, but from the side of the devotees who are swimming in the ocean and pressed by the currents, under the currents, the undercurrents and overflow, the devotees, they say, very difficult. But still they cannot leave that campaign. Revolutionary, constitutional path and revolutionary way. Both are there, but the constitutional way is very slow progress. When you will reach the goal, it is not certain. Sometimes there is setback also. Gaur Hari, Gaur, Gaur. Gaur Hari, Nitai, Gaur Hari Bol. It is better on the whole to leave the world of deception, Maya, misunderstanding as soon as possible with every risk, and to jump with the hope of meeting the non-treacherous and loving flame with much speed. This Maya, misunderstanding, is after all treacherous. So many units fighting with one another, this is the position here. But to get free of this and jump into the absolute area is such that the highest position there is considered to be the very, very high and great value. It's to be a very, very high and great value. The very slightest position there is far, far greater than the highest position in this misunderstanding world. The slightest position there is far, far greater than the highest position in this misunderstanding world. Our statement is opposite to that of Satan. It is better to serve in heaven than to reign in hell. We don't want any royal position in hell. Leaving this realm, we want to pass through to the highest, crossing beyond the association of all accommodating Brahma and the Paramatma conception, beyond the source of all resources and master of all energy, Narayan. Then, satisfying the whole existence with fulfillment through love is Krishna, Vrindavan. There it is apparent, the infinite's approach to the finite is in its fullest sense, as if he is one of themselves, so close, and his love and affection is so much extended. Sri Krishna Karshani. The peculiar power in love is this, that the high is controlled by the low through some tendency, And that is called love. Just as when a boy catches the finger of his father and draws him some quarter, and draws him to some quarter, and the father goes, the father is more powerful, and the boy's power is very less, but the father is defeated by the power of affection. So affection and love is there, where we find that the big is controlled by the small. Such wonderful potency is that love and affection. So the absolute is controlled by his potency. Generally, the potency is guided by the owner of the potency, but sometimes potency itself guides the owner. That is love. No physical capacity, but the fine capacity of the very subtlemost force. Aham bhakta parajino. How much is left? I think I'm gonna have to end here. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna end here, but we will continue reading this tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, because it's already 8 o'clock now. This is such a beautiful article. All right. So Shri Radhe. Maybe I'll record a video. I'll record the second half and then I can just post it. But Śrīla Gosvāmī, Śrīla Bhakti Rakṣaka Śrīla Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. All right. I'm just gonna do a quick Maha Mantra and then I have to run because it's almost 8 o'clock. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Yes, Chaitanya Mataji will finish tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Satchidananda Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki jai. Jai. Shri Radha Damodar Ju ki jai. Shri Yashoda Damodar ki jai. Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai. Shri Param Gurudev ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Rupano Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Swapashad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopikan ki jai. Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Tulsi Mahārāṇī Vidyadevi ki jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai, Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Kartikī Vrat Niyam Seva ki jai, Urja Vrat ki jai, Urjeshwari Raseshwari Shri Vrishabhanunandini Śrīmatī Radha Thakurani ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shinitai Gaur Vimanande Hari Hari Vrindai Tulsidevai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Paradevi Sattvatai Namo Namo Vancha Kalpatarubhyashra Kripa Sindhu Pya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Dandavat Pranams. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you both tomorrow. Hari Bol Chaitanya Mataji. And Yugal Kishore Kishore Didi, and Dira Mataji, and whoever else is watching on YouTube and Facebook. Dandavat Pranams, thank you for joining. And we'll read the second half of this article tomorrow. Tomorrow's also Akadashi. Oh, tomorrow's Akadashi. I don't know what, I think we might be doing a Vrindavan Parikrama early tomorrow. So maybe what I'll do is just pre-record a video and then make the video go live, and I'll just read the second half of this article. I think that's what I'll do for Akadashi. Yeah. All right. Hare Krishna. Let me just quickly check to see if there are any comments.